Weekend Zone. I'm your host, Britt Johnson. I'm here for the first time ever on the Weekend Zone with Angela Struck. Welcome.
Thank you.
We would like to apologize now if it gets a little crazy in here because me and Matt tend to do that.
Yep.
And of course, Matt Demecki wearing Cowboys colors for life.
Oh God.
He's a Cowboys ever since I made you wear that jersey.
Absolutely
you're
not.
officially a Cowboys fan.
Absolutely
well,
not.
It is football season, so we're just going to go right into it and talk about Super Bowl predictions. First, we're going to go through the AFC prediction, who we think is going to go to the Super Bowl, and then we'll do NFC. Does that sound good? So we'll start with Angela. Who do you pick for AFC to go to the Super Bowl?
Well, I think I've just got to be realistic and go with the Patriots again. I mean, the Belichick-Brady train is just going to keep moving forward. I don't see why they wouldn't. And I know everyone's talking about Edelman, but I think if Gronk is healthy, I think they'll be good to go.
Matt Demecki.
I think it's got to be the Steelers, and it's because of the late push that they made in August, So, I mean, they're going to get Le'Veon back from injury. They're going to get Martavis Bryant back from suspension, so that offense is going to be ridiculous. They added Joe Hayden at corner. They drafted TJ Watt.
I wanted Joe Hayden so bad.
I mean, look, this team made it to the AFC Championship game last year. They didn't have Bryant or Bell during that game. So, honestly, I think they can dethrone the Patriots. If they can have that game in Pittsburgh, I'm telling you, Pittsburgh is going to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, I think it's going to be the Oakland Raiders, not only because I'm a Derek Carr fan, but I just think their offense obviously is amazing. And yes, Derek Carr broke his leg, but for them to offer him that amount of money, I think the Raiders know that he's fully healthy again. And he has a little pressure off of him with them signing Marshawn Lynch. Plus, they made a few changes that they needed in defense. I know their defense was like 26th last year, but they made some necessary changes, and I think the Raiders, because they have the most on the line right now because they're going to be leaving and going to Vegas. So they really want to win one for Oakland, and I think they're going to do it this year. Not win it, but go to the Super Bowl.
Their window is so close, though, because Derek Carr did sign that extension, and now he has all the money. Basically, they can't really pay anybody else,
But they have all the key parts now.
That window is closing, so they got a couple more years.
They need to do it now. Yeah, if they're going to do it, they need to do it now.
And I don't know about the Steelers. I mean, I think Big Ben is getting pretty old.
I think he's got some good years.
Have always won stuff on their defense, And Mike Tomlin is a great defensive coach. So.
Hey, offense gets you to the Super Bowl, and defense wins it for you. So I honestly think they can carry that team to the Super Bowl. That offense, honestly, is better than the Patriots. I know Patriots been hyped, but that offense is better than the Patriots. Hands down.
All right. Let's move to my favorite division, the NFC. What do you have, Angela, for your NFC pick?
Well, I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan, so I've got to go with the Packers. I think if he plays like he did in the second half of last season, I think that he's going to be unstoppable. I mean, he showed us he's still got a lot of magic left in that arm, and I think that they've strengthened their defense. I think they're going to be a real threat this year.
Matt Demecki.
As much as I love Aaron Rodgers, I got to go with Atlanta. I mean, we all saw it. They're leading 28-3 in the Super Bowl.
Excuse me, I'm choking.
You better hold that, because Atlanta's going to go to the Super Bowl.
Disgusting.
They added good players on defense, and they lost. The only person that basically lost them a Super Bowl is Kyle Shanahan. So, look, Atlanta's got the tools. I'm telling you, Matt Ryan, if he has another MVP year, that's going to be Atlanta-Pittsburgh Super Bowl.
Well, you guys all know who I'm going to pick. Matt Demecki.
Oh, no.
We're all waiting
to
live.
It's going to happen right now. I'm going to leave.
Matt Demecki.
I'm going to leave.
I'm going by Matt Demecki because I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, Ezekiel's going to be out for 6 games. But those 6 games aren't really important to what the Cowboys are going to do this year. We're not playing our division games until towards the end of the season. None of those games, besides the first one, which he gets to play in, are divisional games. So we're going to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys, first off, the Cowboys have 2 other guys, Darren McFadden and Alfred Morris, who were starting running backs where they were, and now they're playing for the best offensive line, which I think the offensive line sets up the whole Super Bowl. It basically gives the Cowboys so much more time to make things happen, to run the ball, to throw it, whatever they want to do. We lost a couple people on defense, but we also got a lot of defensive new young guys. I know people want to talk about the Cowboys defense, but number one, last season we were 5th in least points. What is it called? Points given or points.
But how many playoff games did that win you?
It doesn't matter. We still had the best record in the league, and we also were 2nd in possession of the ball last year too. So we're able to control the ball with that rookie quarterback that we had last year. I just think they're just going to keep getting better and better. I'm so excited for what the Cowboys are going to do this year.
Angela, let her know.
I don't know. I just think that Prescott might have a little, he had a little bit of beginner's luck last season. I don't know if the defense...
A lot of beginner's luck. I think
defense is going to figure him out. I don't think he's going to be this powerhouse that
they don't even
Cowboys fans are
figure him out. The offensive line isn't going to give anybody a chance to even get in their range for them to even mess up what they're already trying to do anyway.
I'm telling you, I think the defense, it did get better from last year. I mean, they're going to get Jalen Smith back. They drafted Taco, which is
Sean Lee is healthy again.
Sean Lee, but look, I don't think that defense is good enough to get you to a Super Bowl. Because you still got Aaron Rodgers, you got Russell Wilson in that division, you got Matt Ryan in that division.
Which we beat both of those teams last year during the regular season.
Well, what about the Packers in the playoffs?
Okay, which we barely lost.
Barely lost does not get you to a Super Bowl. Next.
Anyways, I'm going to get really heated on football talks right now, so let's just move on to something different. Let's talk about Carmelo Anthony and the Knicks. Now, I want to know, did the Knicks actually waste Carmelo Anthony's time and his prime by having him be on the team?
Well, I mean, I think this is a tough one. Like, did they waste some of his best years? Yeah, like, of course. There's not a question. I mean, they didn't really get anything done. But I don't think that he wasted his prime there. I mean, he went to one of the biggest markets, New York. He's from New York. He got to play under one of the greatest minds in basketball. Obviously, we know it didn't work out for the two of them as well as people had hoped. And, he thought he was going to get to play with a great teammate in Amari. That also didn't work out that well for him. But, I mean, I don't think he made a bad decision. I think, unfortunately for him, these super teams formed over the last few years in Miami, with the Warriors, with the Cavs. So the Knicks didn't really stand a chance. And I don't know. I think it just kind of sucks for him all around because I think he could have done a lot more if he had been given, some really solid teammates. But I don't know. He's probably got a few more good years in him. He's 33 right now, and a lot of people are saying he might go to Houston. So, I mean, yeah, I think he could have done more with his career, but I don't think it was all a loss. I think he will always be loved in New Yorkers' hearts.
Here's the thing. I think that Carmelo wasted his own prime because he did sign that extension with the Knicks knowing the direction that they were headed.
Right.
I mean, they had Phil Jackson, and he promised, he's like, all right, guys, buy in. He implemented the triangle in there. But I think he wasted his own prime, to be honest. I mean, Carmelo Anthony, he has the potential. The Knicks were good at that time when they faced Indiana in the playoffs, the second round. They got over there. But I don't think the Knicks wasted his prime. But look, what I think is he needs to go to another team. That's what I think.
I think the real testament to see if this guy wasted his time is the next question I'm going to ask you guys. Do you think he's a Hall of Fame player?
I don't think so. I mean, I do think he took the money. I mean, I think that's what you're kind of saying. Like, he went for the money. He did the 5-year, $120-some million contract.
He had the opportunity to go to other teams.
Yeah, and he didn't. I mean, I think he had the potential to, but I don't think he did enough in his career to really warrant that, personally.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think he's a Hall of Famer, hands down.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been consistent throughout his career, regardless of the fact that he played for a team that wasn't good. And I know people want to talk about championships all the time, but even if he never does anything great, I think he's still going to be a Hall of Fame player. And so I don't want to say his prime was wasted at all.
3 Olympic gold medals too. People say, that's nothing, that's not a championship, but still, that's incredible. Incredible accomplishment. So.
All right, so we are going to wrap it up for the day. I want to know what you guys think. Who are your Super Bowl contenders this year? And did Carmelo Anthony get his time wasted being with the Knicks? Let us know in the comments below. We're so excited for football season. I hope you guys are too. We'll have a lot more football stuff coming toward you soon. We will see you guys next weekend. Thanks.